And political strategist Alwan Hassan joins me on the news for more on this. Many thanks to you, Alwan Hassan, for joining us on this hour. I'm very sure you have heard the statement from these activists and senior advocates of Nigeria saying, look, we're not getting better in terms of human rights protection in the country. And they've cited issues around Sowore and, journalists who have also been taken into custody by security operatives in the country. What's your take on this matter?
Thank you for having me, Patience. First of all, please, can we just look at this matter with a balanced mind? Let's remove sentiment. Let's remove any interest in this. Has Sowore erred or crosses the red lines? Yes, he has. Is the DSS taking this action in line with the rule of law? Yes, it is. A lot of lawyers have said he can make an arrest, they can make an arrest within the premises of the court, in as long as it is not in the court and there is a case going on. That is what people are saying. That is what a lot of sons are saying, like the senior advocate Falana is saying. And I've just heard him say this is the worst government, even worse than the military, in terms of infringing human rights. Up to date, from 2015 to date, I haven't had anybody being killed by this government or in this government, an activist or a journalist. All they do is, when you cross the red lines, the state will come for you, ask you questions, and of course take you to court. If you are to be released, they will release you on. There is no country, including the EU, the United Nations, and every other body that those countries are involved in. There is no country among those bodies that will ever allow the statement Sowore made and allow him to go free. In Senate climes, nobody will talk about
Hassan,
it.
Please, just let me butt in here, because people will tell you that Showore's case is not in isolation. A lot of lawyers have also mentioned issues around El Zakzaky and Dasuki, who are still being held in court, held in DSS custody, although the court has said they have a right to bail. People will also say that, look, without the rule of law, without observing the rule of law, then there is no human rights protection. What would you say to that?
You see, what we should be looking at is when these people, the likes of Dasuki and Zakzaky, are being taken to court, the filing of the DSS is based on 12 or 13 counts, or 14 counts even, some even 20 counts. The court or the judge will give them out for bail based on one count. And the DSS has the right to arrest them on the other count. That's what we don't understand. We feel if a judge comes up and gives a bail application, approves a bail application of somebody that is being charged for on 15 counts, the DSS or the police or the EFCC cannot arrest that person based on another count. It does, it can. Our constitution believes in that. That is why I say we should remove sentiments. There is no way you tell me that the DSS did not act professionally on Friday in that court. There is no video among the videos that are flying out, making the rounds, that we saw a DSS trying to drag or struggle with Sowore. It was his thugs that were doing that. And in fact, a lot of their thugs stood in front of the DSS cars, vehicles, trying to resist arrest. Is that not something we should be worried about? And we talk about threatening institutions. I think the senior advocate of Nigeria, Falana, is one of the advocates of strengthening institutions. Do we have to strengthen one institution at the detriment of the other? The DSS is an institution too. I think we should synergize. When we want to strengthen our institutions, we should synergize. The judges in the courts, the CJN, and every other person, including Mr. Falana, if he's appointed into political office today, he will write to the DSS requesting for cover. Just last week, 2 policemen were burnt in Oka in Anambra State. Nobody, including Falana and Atiku of the PDP, released out a statement condemning that. 2 policemen in the line of duty. These are people that have a sleepless night to make us go to bed with sound sleeps. If there is anybody that is supposed to be first.
And why that is a sad situation for police officers to be burnt. A lot of Nigerians are also being maltreated, if I may use that word, by security operatives. Are you saying that the right of Sowore wasn't abused in court that day, or the rights of Nigerians are not being abused in the country at all?
Those that err among the institutions, those that err are being punished. We see it on TV. In fact, you reported one yesterday. The policeman was taken into custody. I think there's like, the process in the court is still ongoing. I'm not saying they don't err. They make mistakes. They're human beings. But when we talk about life and we talk about somebody still alive, I don't know why people don't see any problem when our policemen are being killed or DSS or the military. All they know is the civilians are always afraid of the institutions, and they feel those guys are always being employed against us. No, they are being employed, they are working in the line to protect us and give us protection, and a lot of us, all of us that are civilians, go to bed with sound sleep while they don't sleep at night.
And political strategist Alwan Hassan, many thanks for your time.